It's crazy. It amazes me how I can sit here and write. I can sit here and wonder while they continue to fight for a chance, for their life, for God to come out already and smite, or Zeus to get out his bolts and strike down the men, and the trade that is all too familiar. We are one and the same. Can't you see what we have as opposed to what they don't? How we take for granted the things that they won't? And with these words that I write, I attempt to ignite in my fellow man some sort of brothers helping brothers plan. Instead, my words come out like cyanide when they reach your ears, because this is something that you never wanted to hear. And these weight-conscious 12-year-olds with their peace sign jewelry know nothing about this gone slave cruelty. I mean, I know I was under the impression that slavery was done. That's what we've been taught in school for so long. And I ask you to take a moment and pull back your lids and notice that we've been force-feeding our children fibs because we live in America, the land of plenty. So let's turn to our neighbors and see that their hands are empty. We take more than we need and throw half of it away while these stick-skinny children are starving, and we'll never see the day when there will be enough food and when they can go to school and when their mothers and fathers will learn that their lives matter too. So we can go on and try, and we can go on and buy, but will we go on to raise these children and help them see some better days?
I pray that I live to see the one day when we realize that this war is not worth fighting, that war is not worth fighting, that war is not a word worth writing. I pray that I see the day when freedom rings and peace rings louder, when country's sins have been forgiven so we can go on living, so that we can help you and you can help us in basic acts of human compassion, not in the form of ancient nations combating. But I've been told that it's too idealistic to think that anything will convince a world of warlords to wave white flags, but that is why I've prayed ever since the 4th grade for my mommy and my daddy and for all the soldiers to come home and for all the little kids in the Middle East that are just like me, because we are all people and we are all equal. World War I needed a sequel. There's no reason for World War II to ever become a prequel. We need peace, people, and it starts today. Stop the hating, stop the racial discrimination. Have pride not in your nation, but in the glorification of doing the right thing, doing right by your fellow man. I don't understand why we can't understand that people are all equal, no matter what color their skin, no matter what anthem they sing. So I'll pray to my Lord and you pray to yours, and together we can draw our ever-powerful swords and fight for no more wars. But there are people that are still blaming George Bush for more and more, and it makes me question if this slam is worth saying, because these people seem more inclined to find a scapegoat than an anecdote, content knowing that they're not to blame instead of using their voices to create change. To be quite frank, I think there's too many Obama-fearing men that are afraid to step outside the constraints of what he says. I think, therefore I am, not a liberal, not a conservative, but an American.
Ignorant. The parents who sell their children into slavery hoping that they will receive an education. Ignorant. American students who lie face down in the pool of drool puddling on their desks while fishing children die, entangled in their masters' nets. Their masters, ignorant, who know no other trade but trading slaves. These are no longer the days when men live in caves with sophisticated ways to survive. We can thrive without enslaving others' lives. We can harness the power of the wind and the sun, open the blind, shed some light on their minds. Let's build them a school. Let's send them to college. Replace ignorance with knowledge. Let's build them a school brick by brick. Each brick a pick to the locks on the chains of ignorance, of slavery. Break the chains, take a stand.
Woo! I don't understand. I said, I don't understand. I don't understand why you can't, why he can't, why she can't, why we can't find a way to recant the statement that tells us that slavery can't be still going on. I'm sorry. Did I restart for a second?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Go.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I don't understand. I said I don't understand. Understand why you can't, why he can't, why she can't, why we can't find a way to recant the statement that says that slavery still isn't going on. Because I believe that we can understand that it's time to take a stand. I have a dream that one day I will wake up and I won't hear, I won't see, I won't speak no evil. But until that day, I will continue to seek the answer to my question until I reach the peak of the answer to my question. A question that goes on through my brain like an ongoing chain leading to more and more questions that band together to my main question as to why we can't take a stand. What happened to friends helping friends and people lending hands? When did selflessness become selfishness? Take a stand. Instead of always looking forward, take a look back at the rest of the land. For those who are calling and for those who are falling, take a stand. Open up your eyes and put your pride to the side and listen to those that need a hand. It's time to make a change, to pay it forward, to move toward equality. So one day, when you need a hand, someone will be there. We will be there to take a stand.